Imagine this, a Roman eagle standard, glinting in the sun, lies half buried in the sands of Central Asia, and miles away a dragon banner rises over the horizon. Two empires that never met, yet, somewhere between them, a legend whispers that Roman soldiers once marched all the way to China. It begins in 53 BCE. A Roman general named Crassus leads 40,000 men into the Persian desert, chasing glory and gold. But in the heat of Carrhae, ambition turned to ash. The Parthians annihilated the Roman legions. 10,000 men vanished. Not killed, not recorded, simply gone. For centuries their fate was a mystery, until a strange clue appeared, not in Rome, but in the archives of ancient China. In Chinese chronicles from 36 BCE, a Han general describes fighting strange warriors in western China. They formed a defensive wall, a tactic unknown to the Chinese, but strikingly similar to Rome's testudo, the turtle formation. Captured survivors were said to have been resettled in a remote frontier town called Lycian, the name itself suspiciously close to legion. Coincidence? Maybe. But the mystery deepened when modern historians visited Lycian and saw something unexpected. Among the villagers, some had lighter hair, taller frames, and sharper noses, features rare in that region. Local legends spoke of ancestors who came from the west, carrying metal shields and long spears. DNA tests later found traces of European ancestry. Not enough to prove Roman descent, but enough to raise the question, could these villagers be the last echoes of a lost Roman legion? Theories in doubt. Skeptics argue it's unlikely. The genetic traces could come from Silk Road traders, not soldiers. And Lycian, they point out, could simply have meant a far western place, not legion. But there's another possibility, that a small band of survivors, captured and resold as mercenaries, were carried eastward through Central Asia and somehow, through years of exile, ended up defending the frontiers of an empire they'd never known.
Fire the engines!
If that's true, then those lost soldiers didn't just vanish. They adapted, they lived, and their descendants carried two civilizations in their blood. It's a story that blurs borders and rewrites what we think we know about history. Not just Romans in China, but proof that even in the ancient world, the threads of humanity reached farther than we ever imagined. So maybe the real legacy of the Lost Legion isn't about conquest or empire. Maybe it's about connection, how people torn from one world can still leave their mark on another. And somewhere, in a quiet Chinese village, a few faces still carry the echo of Rome.